Hello, everybody. It is Friday, January 30th, and welcome back to the Nick Watkins Show. I'm Nick Watkins. Let's get into it. We're going to start with the unfortunate Sharks loss last night. Sharks lost 4-3 in overtime to the Oilers. Man, this one is one that you just shake your head at. Like, how could we let this happen? The way the game went, the Sharks scored 3 goals in the first period, one 26 seconds in. The next one was with 1 minute and 35 seconds into the game. And the next one came at 8 minutes and 20 seconds remaining in the first period. We had Graf score, Gaudette scored, and Michael Misa scored, all within the first 12 minutes of the first period. And at this point, we were thinking, wow, we just got up 3-0 on one of the best teams in the league. Askarov is playing great. This game should be over. And it felt that way for a very, very long time in this game. In the second period, Askarov was great. He made a ton of saves. He had 12 saves in the first, and then he had 8 saves in the second. But the second period, he made some ridiculous plays. And then in the third period, that's when things really started to go bad. Things went down the drain. Okay, so they scored, the Edmonton Oilers. They scored less than 2 minutes into the third period, and then the empty net goals came for the Oilers. They had 2 empty net goals in this game. Okay, they had McDavid scored one with 3 minutes to go, and that was empty net. So now it's 3-2 at this point. And then with less than a minute to go, 59 seconds, Bouchard hit a goal to tie it up at 3. 2 empty net goals for the Oilers, and then the Oilers had all the momentum. Okay, and we came out in overtime. Celebrini and Smith and Graf weren't even on the ice. We had our backups in there, the second line, and they won. We turned it over, and the Oilers won. And this is a very, very frustrating result for the Sharks because we had this game in the bag, up 3-0 entering the third period, and we choked it away. And this is really the first time that we've been in this position. I mean, the year started out with us blowing 2 games to division rivals. But this is the first time since the turnaround, since we've started playing good hockey, that we've blown a game like this. Usually we're the ones coming back and scoring the crazy goals, but the Oilers' offense dominated the third, and Askarov was overmatched, and we lost this game. And it hurts really badly because the Kings lost. We had a chance to jump them in the standings, and instead we're back into ninth. We started the day in 7th, and now we're in 9th. We're still a point back of the Kraken and the Ducks, but this was a real chance for us to gain some momentum and gain some points on the Oilers, who we were playing. Now we're not even in a playoff spot. It's a very, very frustrating result because we were ahead and we blew it, and now we got to live with that. It's one of those games that whenever I just think of it, like the Sharks lost to the Oilers, I go, oh man, it's one of those games that it's frustrating because we should have won it and we didn't. We didn't finish it off. So that's what we're looking for. We've actually started games very well. We scored 3 goals in the first period in 3 consecutive games, which is great. It's a great stat to have. But you got to finish those games, especially when it's a good opponent and you know how good that offense is. You got to keep the pressure on. I said that after the Rangers game. I said the Sharks got off to a fast start, and that was great. But next time, I'd like to see us keep the pressure on, add some more goals. We didn't add anything after the first period, and we ended up losing the game. So we gotta be better. Gotta be better. Next game is on Saturday, tomorrow, against the Calgary Flames. Gotta bounce back in this one, especially with how close the Olympic break is. The Warriors played tonight at 7 on ESPN. It's going to be against the Pistons at home. It looks like everyone is going to be playing. With the Giannis trade saga is still going on. But with the exception of Butler and JK, everyone's healthy. Everyone's going to play. And hopefully we can continue to put up good offensive numbers. The Pistons are a very good team. They are first in the Eastern Conference. They are a very good team, and we gotta play basketball the right way. We gotta play fundamental basketball. We gotta play good defense, and we gotta work together as a team. That's the big thing, especially considering with Jimmy Butler's injury. The Warriors have got to play team basketball, bring back the strength and numbers strategy where everybody is contributing up and down the lineup. People are doing good things for the team, playing well, playing smart, and working together as a team. It's going to be big in this game. I wouldn't be surprised if we lost, but obviously we're going to give it our best try since we're fully healthy. We're going to give it our best shot, and we're going to live with the result. So there's only one other piece of business that we have to talk about, unless something crazy happens. Um, and so the A's just signed Jacob Wilson to an extension. Jacob Wilson finished second in Rookie of the Year voting in the American League behind his teammate Nick Kurtz, who is both of these two phenomenal young talents for the A's. The A's have a lot of these guys who are great young players that played the field. And they just signed him into an extension. And I think this is an absolute steal for the Athletics. They got him a 7-year deal for $70 million. That's $10 million a year. And we're seeing guys make like, well, the recent one, $60 million for Tucker. Bichette's making 40, and they're both middle infielders. They're both, well, Bichette's true position is shortstop, so is Wilson, and that's a $30 million a year difference. So they locked him up to a long term deal at a young age for a very minimal amount of money compared to other teams in the league and other players at that premium position of shortstop. This is a fantastic deal for the A's and good for Jacob Wilson as well. I think he could have gotten probably could have gotten a lot more, but he played a great year last year. He was an all-star for the A's last year, and the A's got their guy at shortstop. He's a very good contact hitter. He's a great player. He's a great player. So good deal for the A's. Good deal for the A's. I think that's it. Kind of a shorter episode today. Usually we go on for a while. As for the Giannis saga, nothing changed since yesterday. Um, yeah, just the same amount of stuff. So that's gonna do it for today's episode. Really, it's a short one. So yeah, thank you guys for watching today's episode, and I'll see you tomorrow.